Hey, Josh, right down here, little bald guy in front of you. Pretty apparent that Brian Kelly's offense is going to be built on your legs. It's evolved that way for sure. How do you feel about knowing that the offense is going to kind of ride or die with you?
I wouldn't say it's solely on me. I think it's built around that offensive line and the confidence that we have in them as a team. Definitely in the running back room, we kind of want to do whatever we can to help our team win. And if that's in the passing game or the running game, we take pride in that, pride in doing the little things. But I would say the game and our offense is definitely built on those guys up front. I mean, from left to right, we have amazing guys up there, and they lead this team and they bring all the energy, and we do the best that we can to kind of feed off of them and really try to push the tempo. They bring the aggression, and they have that mindset to dominate, and it kind of spreads out throughout the entire offense.
Josh, you talked about feeding off the offensive line, but what about your defense? I mean, the 2012 team was so defense-oriented. The 2015 team that was really good was heavy on offense. This seems like you've got big plays on both sides. Can you speak to that?
I mean, the defense has been doing an amazing job this year. I mean, just going back to camp, just fighting with those guys each and every day, competing with them, making each other better. I mean, it's no surprise, what they're doing this year. Those guys have worked, tremendously hard at their craft, and they approach each and every day trying to get better. There's not a day that we're not competing, trying to make each other better. And when we get to the game day, it's just exciting to see those guys going out there making plays. We had a pick six, which was amazing. I mean, that Jumbotron helps us out see everything. I just love that, we're so close as a team. We're able to feed off of each other and kind of bring each other up and kind of play off each other. They pick us up, and we try to pick them up whenever we can.
Josh, earlier this week, Coach Kelly had compared NC State's defense with Georgia in certain ways. Is there anything you guys learned from the Georgia game to be able to run it so well tonight?
I can see that. Just how they were, from a physical standpoint, they definitely had that same similarity to Georgia. But, we focus more on what we can do and what our job is rather than who our opponent is. Of course, we're well aware that they're going to bring, everything they have. They're going to give us their best game. We're well aware of that. But we approach each and every week, trying to do better on our side of things and trying to perfect our craft. And we approach each and every week, preparing to, dominate our next opponent, whoever that may be. And they're going to bring, the house, so we have to prepare likewise. And I just think that each and every guy on the team did a great job of, bringing that mindset on Monday and carrying it throughout and, of course, to the game. So it was definitely a great team win. We just tried to play all four quarters and bring that mindset to dominate.
And just how does it feel to have a Heisman campaign sort of built around you with the hats, the website, the logo, hashtag, and all that? What's that feeling like?
I know it has my number on it, but I don't think it's built around me. It's built around, 11 guys on offense, on defense, and on special teams. That hat really represents us as a team and how we've been able to approach each and every game and, where we're at in the season. We're not here by any one individual. We're here collectively as a team. And we're going to continue to strive for that goal that we have set for ourselves as a team. And at the end of the season, if they want to give out those individual awards, then that's what it is. But we're staying focused on what we want to accomplish and everything special that we've built here as a team, and we're going to stay focused on that.
Josh, right in front of you here. Over the last several weeks, it seems like every game is more important. Or I'm sorry, not more important, but more impressive, the performance you guys are putting up as a team. Could you just describe the confidence you have and kind of the mindset you guys are taking into these games?
I just think that's about each and every guy holding themselves to, a high standard of wanting to do better and wanting to be better. We're not going to settle for less. I don't think any guy on our team has that mindset. We're going to hold each other accountable to everything that we do. And we know that there's all areas that we can do better on, and we, try to do better that in practice. We approach each practice, the same as if we were approaching the game, just having that mindset of, trying to get our job done and doing the little things right. So A lot of that just is a mindset of us, trying to dominate our opponent and try to not take any opponent lightly and playing each game one game at a time. So a lot of that goes to our preparation and trying to do better, learning from our film and getting better as a team.
Josh, here in the back. I'm just curious, when your O-line opens up a hole and there's just green pastures in front of you, what goes through your mind? Because you have, kind of that knack now to turn it into a huge touchdown.
Finish it. Just staying patient, knowing that every guy, on that offense is going to do their job. So if I see something like that, that's where my job kicks in. It wouldn't be right if I didn't go finish it for those guys. Excuse me. We're playing for each other out there. And, when that happens, I just got to, do it for the guys next to me. It's really important that, we just try to stay focused on our job and not try to worry about anything else. And, it's just amazing running behind those guys. I love those guys to death. And, we just try to have fun out there.
My other question was, I noticed at the end of your touchdown runs, you typically hold, I think it's 1 and 5, but there might be a number before that. I was curious what that's in honor of.
I first point to the sky. That's all glory to God. I wouldn't be here without him. Every touchdown, he gets all the credit, of course. And it's 215, so that's my area code. I'm from Warrington, Pennsylvania, West Oak Lane, Pennsylvania. So I'm kind of from two parts of Pennsylvania. I'm from Philadelphia and I'm from Warrington. My family is a part of all that. So it's just who I play for. I play for my family. I play for my hometown. Play for God, most importantly. And those guys get the credit. I'm not out here, doing it, for myself. And of course, you want to celebrate with your teammates too. So I love when those guys come up from behind me, hit me on the head, stuff like that. The little things. You can't ever take those things for granted. You just gotta have love for the game.
Josh, right here. The ability to get through the line when there's an opening, has that always been part of your game, or is that more so this year than previous years?
I just think it's a product of, from freshman year, trying to build on my game, just trying to work on the little things, just trying to be a better overall player. Of course, it's the offensive line opening up those holes, and I think each running back does a great job of hitting the holes when they see it. Just by the way that we've practiced and the way that we've approached each and every practice, finishing our runs through the end zone, bringing the aggression, to the defense. The scout team does a great job of giving us the looks for the games, and they really, try to make it look like it would on Saturday, and they do a tremendous job of helping us out with that. But just, staying with it, staying patient, and just trusting in, my teammates. And, when that hole opens, and it's usually a big one, just got to go hit it.
You've had so many long runs this year. Is there a theme on these, especially like the long one tonight, especially in the last week, very similar looking plays, the long touchdowns?
Is there a theme?
Yeah, does it look the same to you? Is it different? Does it look different?
No, I think each run is different in their own. But, of course, the end result is what's important, trying to get the touchdown. Whatever helps the offense out most, that's what we want. As you saw, Deion McIntosh was in there. He had, a lot of opportunities to break one himself, and he almost got in there. So that's just, what each guy in that running back room takes pride in, is trying to help their team move the ball forward and just trying to do whatever they can to put points on the board.